Hello, everyone. My name is Derek, and welcome back to the Gridiron Blitz. On this channel, we do predominantly Detroit Lions content with some NFL and college live streams as well. That's why you might have caught yesterday's reaction video to Matthew Stafford. I've been talking about this guy since he left the Detroit Lions, and a lot of new people are finding my videos, and because of that, I feel compelled to make this video. I shouldn't have to explain myself, but I'm going to try to do it one more time. See, I'm a Detroit Lions fan, just like I was a Detroit Pistons fan. And if you leave my city, I'm no longer going to root for you to do well. Now, we're not talking about, all I've been hearing is how we're comparing Matthew Stafford's off game, or should I say off 2 games, to Tom Brady. Let's get this straight. We're going to compare Matthew Stafford to Tom Brady. That is the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard. Matthew Stafford has no playoff wins. He has no MVPs. He has no Super Bowl appearances, nor does he have a Super Bowl win. On the other side of that, you have Tom Brady, cheater or not. Let's just equate 2 of those Super Bowls to cheating. He has 5 other ones, right? Okay. 5 other Super Bowls. 7 in total. And you're going to compare Matthew Stafford to Tom Brady. Well, Tom Brady had an off game too. Okay, let's not make that comparison. Now let's make it to Jared Goff. I made a joke last night. It's called a joke, okay? A joke. That joke was Jared Goff is known to throw the ball out of bounds on 4th down, which is exactly what Matthew Stafford did yesterday. Could have been avoiding a pick, but he looked like Jared Goff yesterday. That was the joke. Do you get it now? Now, let's move on to my issue with this whole Matthew Stafford narrative. Matthew Stafford. John Matthew Stafford, same exact quarterback he was in the city of Detroit. And I've said this in multiple videos. How do you explain leaving the city of Detroit, going from a dark... See, I had to watch this for 12 years. I had to know. I sat here and I heard, even when Matthew Stafford, my quarterback at the time, was playing MVP caliber, he was a dark horse at best. When you mentioned his name in the MVP conversation, it was scoffed at. You were laughed at. Right? Now let's bring that to the moment he got traded to the LA Rams from my Detroit Lions. He's tied with former league MVP Lamar Jackson for 4th. Just because he got traded. Leave it in the comments below. Explain that narrative where that it makes sense that I shouldn't be offended by that. Explain it. Second thing is Matthew Stafford. My issue with him is he's never been one to talk much. He's never been one to be in front of the camera. He moves to LA. He's all over the camera. He's all over. Just soaking up La La Land. Okay, I get it, bro. I get it. But let's focus on the media. Because I went to LA. I had a great time. I want to go back. I got bit by the LA bug too. So I dig it, right? So let's go to the media. The media narrative. The same guy that they never, ever talked about when he was in my city. See, I don't know if y'all misjudge me or I don't know what's going on. But I'm actually from the city. I live just outside the city. And out of my 42 years of life, I've lived in Detroit for 33 to 35 of those years. I've lost count. My city continues to get disrespected. It continues to be wiped off the map. It continues. And then on top of that, my franchise is the laughingstock of the National Football League. Why is Matthew Stafford a better quarterback? Because he left my team. He's the same quarterback. He's not a better quarterback. When they got Matthew Stafford, they traded for him. Now let's bring Jared Goff into this real quick. No matter how you slice it, no matter who you want to give credit for, Jared Goff has appeared in the Super Bowl. Yeah, they scored 3 points. Something Matthew Stafford has never done. Matthew Stafford is supposed to make the people around him better, not the other way around. So Matthew Stafford didn't have the tools, right? But he had Hall of Fame, first ballot Calvin Johnson. He didn't have what he needed. He has everything. The Rams have gone all in. Von Miller played last night. Odell Beckham played last night. And he threw 2 interceptions and a pick 6. So for all of you guys finding my videos, this is not necessarily directed at Matthew Stafford. When Tom Brady came back into Gillette Stadium, got a standing ovation, you had people torn. I don't feel that way about Matthew Stafford. Well, Matthew Stafford did so much for this team. What exactly did he do for the Lions franchise? Okay, he played 8 years straight. Very fine. I love that. Got every passing record known for the Detroit Lions. That's really cool as well. The 3 playoff wins that he's been in a part of, all losses. 2 of them blowouts. He gave so much for this city, and then he left. I don't know what y'all want from me. When Matthew Stafford left, he left. That's it. When Matthew Stafford walked away, he left my franchise and he went to where he wanted to go. So why am I going to continue to watch him hoping that he wins? That sounds ridiculous because he gave so much. Yeah, Matthew, you go right ahead, man. Go to LA, get that ring, man. I'm so proud of you. You did it. No, that does not happen. I'm not that type of fan. If you are, that's perfectly fine. But to compare Matthew Stafford to Tom 7-ring Brady is just ridiculous. I mean, can we even compare Matthew Stafford to Jared Goff? The brother got a Super Bowl appearance. It was the team around him, though, so go figure. Now Matthew Stafford has everything, was anointed Super Bowl favorites before the season even started. Has gone all in with the addition of Odell Beckham and Von Miller, and Matthew Stafford is still the same Matthew Stafford. Okay, so let's put that Odell Beckham pass on miscommunication. There were some balls thrown behind his receivers. There were some balls thrown ahead of his receivers. He just looked off yesterday. It can happen. But the knock on Matthew Stafford was that he couldn't beat the good teams. And now he's showing, can he really beat the good teams? That was the knock on Stafford. See, like I said, Rams fans, I watched this guy for 12 seasons, from the moment he came to the moment he went. 8 straight years of a starter. Yes, he gave all he had, and I do appreciate that. But when it comes to what has he done for this city, for this team, what has he done for this city and this team? That's what I'm trying to say. I don't understand. At least with Tom Brady, you got 6 rings, Gillette, Foxborough, Massachusetts, 6 rings. What are we doing here? Why is this even a thing? So like I said, it's about 15% Matthew. It's 85% narrative and media. I don't understand. So everybody finding the new videos, I will relish in his failure because this guy was supposed to take this team to the promised land. Don't get it wrong. He still got time. Right now, he's the 5th seed. He's going to have to play most of his games on the road. I have a feeling he's going to go to Lambeau and have to play Aaron Rodgers, a guy he just could not beat this whole time. Aaron Rodgers is a superior quarterback, and that's coming from a Lions fan who hates to admit it, but it's the truth. We have got to stop babying this man. Now, back in my old videos, see, wanting to leave and getting traded away because they just wanted to get rid of you like they did Jared Goff, that's a different thing. They blindsided Jared Goff. Matthew Stafford wanted to get away. I get that, bro. You left this situation. It sucks. A lot of y'all will, what? How many games have your team won? How many? They haven't won a game without Matthew Stafford. That's because Matthew Patricia destroyed this team. That's why. But see, you're not a Detroit Lions fan, so you don't know that, do you? You just know that our team is 0-8. You just know that our team is the first team to go 0-16. That's all you know. You don't really know the ins and outs about Patricia the Turd and Bob Quinn, the destroyer of teams. You don't know that, do you? But it's okay. It's okay. I have nothing personal. This is not personal. It's business. Same way Matthew Stafford left, because it was business. He was ready to win. And he was doing that the first 3 weeks of the season. See, let's go over. I'm looking at my little list right here, and we're going to go over Matthew Stafford couldn't beat the good teams, right? Whole soliloquy. It's like a discourse. I had to do this, man, because y'all are tripping. Y'all tripping. I'm having fun watching him fail. That's just the bottom line. It is. Go ahead. Give me all the smoke, okay? 49ers, he lost through 2 interceptions. Buccaneers, beat them, handed it to Tom Brady. It's early in the season. That's their only legitimate win. They lost against the Cardinals. He threw 1 interception. Mind you, he has 8 on the season. Okay? 8 on the season. This is not a Jared Goff comparison, so don't bring Goff in here. It was a joke last night, okay? Because I already explained that. He lost to the Titans, 2 interceptions. He beat the Seahawks, okay? I'm not sure. I think Russell Wilson. The Seahawks are not a good team this year. He beat the Colts, barely. He beat the lowly Lions because we're at the bottom of the NFL, insert joke here. It's not like I haven't heard it before. He beat the Bears, and he beat the Texans, who are in shambles. If I remember correctly, they are right behind us or top 5. So out of those teams, his only legitimate win comes against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And, Tom needs a little bit of time to get rolling. He's also coming off the Super Bowl hangover. But that's not an excuse. Still got to perform. Yeah, he beat Tom Brady. He actually did. Absolutely. Good for him. But when it comes to this comparison, and so now you know what my issue is. My issue is not necessarily with Matthew Stafford. It is watching him year after year after year in the same media that has downed him, has ignored him, all of that stuff, all of a sudden elevates Matthew Stafford because he is no longer on my team. Now, if you come in here with a legitimate explanation, I'm more than happy to hear it. But I think the one that you're going to say is because he's out of the city of Detroit. That's all I need to hear. Now, again, if you root for Matthew Stafford, good for you. That is your prerogative. I will never do that as long as he's not on my team. As a matter of fact, it does us well if he fails because the less games he wins, the higher our draft pick. And us Detroit Lions fans, that's our Super Bowl is the draft pick. See, I got all the jokes, bro. You can't come at a Lions fan. We got to have thick skin. And that's what this is right here. We got to have it, man. We done heard every joke. We done heard everything. You got it. You said, we've heard it. Okay? So, again, I will continue to laugh at this whole situation. I'm like the Stephen A. Smith with the Dallas Cowboys, and I will continue to do so. Part of me, just a wee bit of me feels sorry for Matthew Stafford because that's just a homer. That is a little bit of a homer, but just a wee bit. I'm talking about so small it can fit in between these two fingers. I hope I don't have to do this again, but if Rams fans trigger, man, but y'all was ready to anoint John like he came floated down from the sky. Just threw Jared Goff in the trash, floated down from the sky, and was going to take your team to the Super Bowl. Got a long way to go. We still got half a season. So as I wrap this discourse up, I just had to make a little bit. It was a little long, you know what I'm saying? But I only want to do this one time. And now, as the season progresses, I will direct everyone back to this video. It's 15% Matthew Stafford. It is 85% narrative. But he's the one in front of the camera. He's the one. Don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, that he picked the Rams as the best situation. So there's no excuse. There is zero excuse for Matthew Stafford. And if you're a Lions fan who roots for him, that is fine. I am not that person. Okay? I hope that wraps it up. I hope that explains everything. Insert hater comment below. That's fine. I've heard it all before. They called me the gift on YouTube. Okay? So I've heard everything. I've been called every name, and it will continue to happen. All right? So do what you do, feel necessary. As a lowly Lions fan, I will continue to root for my team and the players that play on my team and those who choose to leave, who choose to put themselves in a presumed better situation, who are elevated by the media for something that he hasn't done yet. Yeah, this the guy you're going to get. So anyway, go check out the I Love LA video. Had a good time making it. And I'll see y'all in the next video. Lions didn't lose. Matthew Stafford is falling from grace. It's been a good weekend.